Imagine you play a game that is designed so every single thing you do is for you to decide. That game is called Zelda Breath of the Wild. It has a 98% rating on Metacritic, and if I could, I would give it an 11. So in celebration of its 9-year anniversary, and being inspired by Samuel III's video, I, as a veteran with over 500 hours of game time, will be playing Breath of the Wild the way it was intended. So, in the book, there is a walkthrough that only does the bare minimum of things. But there are these things called optional challenges that let you explore the world more. And I'll be doing every single one of them. The Great Bateau section has 4 of them, which I think are pretty cool. And with that out of the way, let's get started. After that iconic cutscene, the book tells me to make my way down the slope, collecting a few of my first resources. Then to talk to the old man sitting by the fire. I pick up the axe and make my way to the pond where the first optional challenge is located. If Link dives into the center of a circle of water lilies, a subscribe button, a Korok will appear, handing me a seed. The guide mentioned that Korok seeds expand inventory slots, and to keep a lookout for anything strange. Also, this is where the guidebook becomes very useful because I can find any Korok seeds nearby while adventuring.
Link, head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
On the way, I meet the first bokoblin of the game. The guidebook tells me to practice blocking and dodging. The guide also says that bokoblins are pretty simple, so using sneak attacks and strategies like that are pretty useful early on. When I make it to the yellow dot, I gain my first shield used for blocking by fighting this bokoblin. This is the first difference between my runs and the guidebook run, because it tells me to survey the surrounding areas and pinpoint any shrines with some markers. After talking to the old man at the bottom of the tower, I make my way to the first shrine, where I gain Magnesis. Progressing through the shrine, I come across a wall with one Magnesis block inside. I use it as a battering ram. Then I come across a Guardian Scout where the book says I can practice parrying their laser. When I get out of the shrine, the book tells me to try a few puzzles to the right of it, which I have also never done on a run until late game. This is the second optional challenge, by the way. On the way to the bomb shrine, the third challenge awaits. The book says instead of taking the outpost head on, I should use a strategy, like shooting the sentry and blowing up their barrels. I finally get to the top of the maze full of broken down guardians. I take the book's way of avoiding the guardian laser beams by hiding behind walls and such. But I think my way of getting through the maze is better. I get the ability to control bombs, but nothing really noteworthy happens. I get told by the book to fetch some peppers up next to the entrance of the snow biome. Then to move west collecting some stamelo mushrooms by the old man's hut. In step 19, the book wants me to cook a spicy meat and seafood fry. I already have 2 ingredients, but I need the third one, meat. So I make my way to the forest and after a while, shoot down a wild boar. I cook the meal. Then I give it to the old man who rewards me with his warm doublet. I also cook some stamina meals for the climb up the mountain. The book gives me a specific course to get up the wall with resting points. The next shrine was about getting stasis. The shrine went by pretty fast, and I ended up moving to the next shrine in no time. I couldn't help myself. I had to get this Korok seed.
Ho!
When I finished the shrine, the old man told me to meet him at the Temple of Time, where I get a stamina vessel.
Ho! Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It was with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead.
Finally, when Ugg stops yapping, I can finish the last optional challenge. The challenge involves fighting a talus that is located in the woods. The only real way to damage the talus is to hit its weak spot, which is the ore on its back. The only way to climb on the back is to get rid of its arms and wait till it's grounded. Alright, I hope you liked the video. Please consider subscribing, and part 2 is coming soon.